Ladies and gentlemen, episode number 572 live. Welcome in to the Midcard Mania Fallout edition of Midcard Mayhem. Normally, Midcard Mayhem, we do not have a live broadcast booth, but today's special event, and it is a fire card. We got lots going on. Lots going on even in the dirt sheets, which is unusual, because the last few weeks have been absolutely disgusting as far as dirt sheets go. But we got Gable Stevenson released. There's Rumor Roundup talking about a new WWE faction, WrestleMania 41. Jerry Lawler's contractual status after his WWE exit, etc. Lots going on. We got a great list. I've got actually a list about the history of WWE's Winged Eagle Belt explained, because that's a lot of people's favorite championship in the history of WWE. So I found an interesting list. I haven't looked at it. I have no idea what is covered on the list, but it should be interesting. So I'm actually looking forward to getting to that list at some point later. But fire card, 8 matches. We've got 2 world titles making a special guest appearance tonight on our Mania, Midcard Mania, to be exact, to be correct. Making their appearance on our special Fallout edition of Midcard Mayhem tonight. So we got Humboldt's defending the world title and Joe Lincoln, the TAW world title. And we're starting things off with an absolute banger of a match tonight. It's an 8 Vixen Gauntlet match for B. Jacksons from Team Honeybee Wrestling. Honeybee HCW these days, also known as Queen Bee. She's known as a lot of things. She's like the 3 faces of Foley, kind of. You just kind of got to go with it. But B. Jackson defending her title in an 8 Vixen Gauntlet. It is going to be absolute fire and a great way to set the tone. It is going to be a great evening, so I'm very much looking forward. But we already have Luke the Gooner 94 on the broadcast booth. Luke, what's going on? What's new and exciting?
What's been going on? I haven't been here for a while, to be honest.
No, this is the first broadcast booth we've done in a few shows. The last one was the final, I believe it was we call it a stream preview worthy Wrestle Wars Genesis. It was right before Midcard Mania. And of course the show, and the show right before Midcard Mania was Midcard Mayhem. So no broadcast booth the last 2 shows. Your mute button, I think, keeps going on and off or something. I keep hearing scuffling of your mic or something.
I've unplugged it now. Is it better now?
Yeah. But it just kept going in and out.
I don't know what the fuck was going on.
Oh, you heard it too? Okay. Alright, cool. But yeah, so what's going on? What's going on with your Team Arsenal? What's going on? Anything new?
What, real life or just...
Yeah, obviously. You know, we're not talking about Will Ospreay and the Gooner Luke Ballmer here. We're talking about, we're talking about football.
We have the potential to win the Premier League for the first time in 20 years.
First time in 20 years.
We need Man City in order for this to have a 50% chance of winning. 50% chance of winning it. We need Man City to lose, to drop some points. We need them to lose or draw a game to have a chance at winning the Premier League, because it's in their hands. So we need to win every game we've got left. If Man City win all their games, they win the Premier League anyway. But if they lose or slip up, then Arsenal can win the Premier League if they win all their games.
See, ladies and gentlemen, Luke has no idea what's going on in Midcard Mayhem, house show matchups, TAW, TWA. Hell, he probably doesn't know what's going on in LCW. But you talk about Mickey James and or Team Arsenal. Man, he knows the history. He knows the amount of children in the families, the color of underwear they wear, their eye color, and their favorite foods. It is phenomenal. But fuck me, I'm just Canadian, right?
You asked me what was going on with Team Arsenal.
No, I know. But you see the amount of knowledge you gave us right there?
I asked you don't even understand the fucking thing about football, but I don't care. You asked me.
But I asked you a question, and you gave me a very detailed answer. If I was to say, hey, man, did you see the Gooners matchup on Midcard Mayhem? You'd be like, oh, bloody hell, I haven't watched it. I'm a fucking bollock sucker.
I demand the title match if Arsenal win the Premier League for the first time in 20 years.
For instance, who was the Gooners' last opponent?
All I care about.
Aha! See? Who did Team Arsenal face in football last?
I don't know exactly who we played.
Well, who'd they play? Tell us, enlighten us, educate us.
We beat Bournemouth on the weekend.
Aha, see? You know the answer to that. What was Mickey James' very last wrestling match?
What?
What was Mickie James' last wrestling match? Who'd she wrestle?
What, the last wrestling match recently?
Yeah.
Oh, she wrestled. She did that women's event and wrestled Alicia Fox.
Aha, see? And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. No idea what's going on with the Gooner Luke Bomber. His wrestler that he manages, no idea what he's up to. Mickie James, however, totally different story. Team Arsenal, not to be mistaken for...
I'm fucking terrible for keeping up with my fucking wrestler and these...
How dare you? I mean, how do you know when contracts come up for renewal? I mean, do you just keep paying the money and not expect anything? No expectations from Team Luke. The Cooter, just do your thing, win matches. I'm busy watching football and chasing Mickie James.
You haven't even added my fucking tag team to the fucking thing yet, so you can't talk.
That's Mickie James and Alexis Dibblip. They've been busy in singles competition, but I'm assuming...
Man, they're still a fucking team, you know?
I mean, did you really want to be into that? I mean, have you seen the women's tag team division lately? Do you see what's been going on there? Did you really want to just toss them into the wolves' den? It's been crazy in there. Now it's kind of simmering a little bit. Now's a good time to get them in there and get them rolling. See what I'm saying?
Fuck you and
fuck me. Yo, TJ Smith, what's going on? Can we get a shout out for TJ Smith, Jack, please? And by the way, welcome in, Jack. I seen you. And everybody else is here. Welcome in. And yes, it is Midcard Mayhem. And yes, we're having a broadcast booth today. Normally we don't for Midcard Mayhem, which is, of course, because it's our show dedicated to our midcard scene. But it is a special Midcard Mania, which was our very first stream preview dedicated to the midcard scene. The best of our midcard scene all went to battle at Midcard Mania. It was a phenomenal show. Make sure you watch it if you haven't already. It was absolutely fire. But today, the Fallout edition of Midcard Mayhem. And boy, do we have some great matchups. Again, we're going to start off with a banger. We're going to see an 8 Vixen Gauntlet for B. Jackson's Legends Championship. And we've got the 2 world titles. Joe Lincoln's and Humboldt's both putting their titles up for grabs tonight on our special Fallout edition. So it's going to be a fire show. A lot going on. And again, there's a lot going on the Dlxxii, which is rare these days. There's not usually anything interesting, but there's some interesting shit. So we're going to have a look. And I do have that history of the WWE Winged title. Championship title explained, because again, that's everybody's favorite, usually everybody's favorite former championship that WWE/WWF has had in history. So we're gonna have a look at that and see what it's all about. But
you have to admit, I make things more interesting than money.
So we decided to have the point of that conversation, before I forget, was we're having a broadcast booth today. And that's just the way it is. It was Luke's fault. He said, come on, man, we haven't had a broadcast booth in a while. The show's been kind of, it's been lacking. We need a booth. Let's go. I was like, wow.
Let's fucking do this shit.
Yep. We are doing it. It's a go. Showtime and go time. But TJ Smith! Things are good. How are you? What's new and exciting? Did you win the lottery? Climb Mount Everest? Did you build a tree fort? Buy a new house? Steal a car? Actually, don't answer the last one if you did. That's probably not a good idea. Forget I said that. That
was a stupid thing to say that.
It was. He can't answer that, even if he did.
Unless you steal a car and grandparents' door, it's a different story. It's a video game.
Shawn Michaels waving goodbye to the fans. Undertaker versus Shawn Michaels, streak versus career. That was, you know what? The very first Undertaker-Shawn Michaels matchup was the absolute best. But they were both fire and might have been probably the greatest matchups we've seen at WrestleMania. At least I think the best WrestleMania match of all time, and I take flack for this all the time. Some people agree, some people absolutely don't. But for me, the best match of all time at WrestleMania was Ricky the Dragon Steamboat versus Randy Macho Man Savage for the Intercontinental Championship. It was totally overshadowed by the hype of that WrestleMania, but for the main event. But if you go back and watch that match, you're hard-pressed to ever find a match better than that. Pacing, the storytelling, the technical work, it was just fucking phenomenal. And the build-up to the match was excellent. The promos, it was just phenomenal. Yeah, TJ, it was a fantastic matchup.
That's arguably the best WrestleMania match of all time, really.
You got a baby coming in September. Yo, congratulations. Do we know if it's a boy or a girl? What's going on there? Or can you reveal that? If you can't, don't get us killed. We do not want your wife hunting us down and killing us John Wick style because you told us a secret. How dare you? Just in advance. We find out Monday, then we will reveal fucking phenomenal. But congratulations. Now, is this your first? Do you already have children? I have many. In total, just children, I have 9. Because I have 7 of my own. My first was born when I was 17, and I have 2 bonus children. Be our third? Okay, and what do you already have? Do you have boys, girls, one of each? And what would you like, as long as it doesn't get you smothered in your sleep, what would you like the new one to be? Sometimes that's it. You know, people take offense to that kind of shit. What does it matter as long as it's healthy? 2 boys. Now, are you looking for a third boy? Or would you like to see a girl emerge into the household? Wife wants a girl? Yeah, I can imagine. It won't balance things out, but one person with less testosterone, if you will. You're thinking it's another boy? Well, I mean,
Look, guys,
you can't control that, so well, I mean, technically, you're the one that decided the sex of that baby. So, depending on how badly your wife wants a girl, maybe she's gonna want to hurt you. I don't know. You should maybe just wish for a girl for your wife's sake. Pray, if you will. But yeah, so anyways, yeah, a lot going on. There was, of course, some more releases that happened in WWE. Gable Stevenson happens to be one of those released superstars. Did you already hear about that, Luke? Or?
No, I didn't.
No? Alright, so this is WrestlingHeadlines.com. It was published by Matt Boone. And it says, Gable Stevenson released from WWE. So yet another name has joined the list of talent released by WWE on Friday. F4WOnline.com is reporting that Gable Stevenson has been released from NXT. Stevenson joins the following talents who were also released from the company. Boa Ezekiel Balogun, or however the hell you say that, Julian Baldy, Trey Bearhill, Emma Maria Diaz, and that looks like all. Valentina Feroz, and Drew Gulak. Was anybody surprised by Gulak getting released?
Who?
Drew Gulak.
Not really. That's good about.
I just, because they've used him heavily in the past, I was a little surprised. You're right, though.
Is he released before, though?
Sorry? Yeah, he was. Yeah, he has. He's been brought back and then used in a little more, he was used in a better manner. But now they were doing nothing with him. You're not wrong about that. And there was some other talent released, but I'm going to guess they were mostly Performance Center talent because I don't even recognize them. So I'm not even going to bother with that. But yeah, there's also Rumor Roundup for May 6th. And it's new WWE faction, WrestleMania 41 location, Tongaloa's deal, and more. This is CageSideSeats.com, Randall Ortman. So, rumors for the day. PW Insider says the QR codes that have been popping up on WWE television lately are leading to a new faction that will consist of Bo Dallas, Dexter Lumis, Joe Gacy, Eric Rowan, and Nikki Cross. Wendy Blackshaw, the president and chief executive of Minnesota Sports and Events, told the Star Tribune that WWE informed them Minnesota wouldn't host WrestleMania 41 due to a change in direction by the new ownership. Speaking of WrestleMania 41, Dave Meltzer said on Wrestling Observer Radio that Las Vegas wanted to host the event on Easter weekend because it's typically slower for tourism. WWE hopes to avoid conflicts with other major events around that time. Per the Observer, Tangaloa's deal with WWE was done at the same time as Tama Tonga's. It just didn't get out because New Japan Pro Wrestling never announced he was leaving. Fightful Select notes that Drew Gulak had a reputation in NXT as a bully who would target recovering injuries in matches. He was also apparently reprimanded by Shawn Michaels for intentionally spiking another talent last year. I didn't even hear anything about that. It was the interesting thing. F4WOnline.com echoed that, saying younger talent weren't comfortable talking about a veteran on the roster, and he's not being brought back to WWE due to the Ronda Rousey story. And we, of course, know who they're talking about there. But, yeah, I don't know. Ronda Rousey's been saying a lot, hasn't she? She's kind of been just all over the place with
I don't like Ronda Rousey.
her feelings on WWE and how she was supposedly treated.
She couldn't handle the business, that's right.
Yeah. I don't know.
She's just got a fucking wrestler. Just stay with it. It's just stay with it.
I don't know what. See, the thing is I don't know what her expectations were.
She was given everything. She had everything.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, what? What was she? 2-time women's champion? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
she was a tag team champion. She was always put in the top storylines at the time as far as the women's division went, and yet I guess apparently things didn't go her way. I don't know. And the funny thing is, I was a Ronda supporter because, damn, she got good.
You told me on this broadcast thing you like Ronda Rousey. You like Ronda Rousey. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was a supporter because, you know, like I said, she got really good at it. Now she's a judoka, right? And
I never thought she was good at wrestling.
See, I thought she did get good at it. I don't think she was great in the beginning. She was decent, but she was botchy. But then she got better over time. But I don't know. She seems to have a lot to say. For somebody that had such a successful career in WWE, it's strange that she has so much to say, even if it is regarding the way Vince McMahon ran things, etc. Whatever.
I was never a Rousey fan.
You know, was anybody else a Rousey fan? Do you guys like Ronda Rousey?
I tried. But,
yeah.
Again, I just couldn't get into it.
Well, I mean, I think for most people it was either they liked her or they didn't like her. You know what I mean? Yeah. There was no in between. You know,
too much of a crybaby.
She kind of seemed that way near the end, didn't she? But
she's still trying about you. She still can't admit the better fighter, wasn't a UFC fight to one of those things. But
well, she's definitely talking a lot and saying a lot. And if you didn't know any better, you'd think that she had a dismal career in WWE and just.
Yeah, anyway, then she's not trying to WWE.
Yeah, I have no idea. But all right, so something else interesting is Jerry Lawler's contractual status after WWE exit. This is from ringsidenews.com. Subjit Mukherjee published the article. It says, fans were deeply concerned when Jerry Lawler suffered stroke in February last year, but his recovery has been nothing short of amazing. Despite a brief appearance on WWE television after his health scare, recent reports indicated that Lawler might have parted ways with the WWE Universe. However, new information has surfaced about his status with the WWE. So PW Insider reported today that Jerry Lawler has officially parted ways with WWE. Sources suggest that WWE quietly chose not to renew Lawler's broadcasting contract, marking the end of a partnership that began in December 1992 when he made a surprise debut on WWF Primetime Wrestling. It was further noted that the contract with WWE expired at the start of 2024. However, according to an update from Mike Johnson of PW Insider on Twitter, it was clarified that WWE has confirmed Jerry Lawler still has a Legends contract. It's his full-time broadcast contract that expired and wasn't renewed. The Legends deal allows him to maintain a relationship with WWE, but he no longer has a regular role on their broadcasting team. FYI, WWE has reached out to state Jerry Lawler would still have a Legends deal. Want to make that clear. This is the quote. His full-time broadcasting contract was what lapsed and was not re-signed. So they made that clear on social media. Due to him being on a Legends contract, fans shouldn't expect Jerry Lawler to be part of AEW or any other major promotion. But, I mean, anything can happen there, I would think. I don't know. I mean, do I expect to see Jerry Lawler all of a sudden pop up in AEW or TNA? No, probably not. Maybe TNA. But again, TNA more closely works with WWE these days, right? So, you know, I could see that. Even Matt Hardy, unless he signs another deal with AEW, I could see him ending up right back in WWE under a Legends deal, maybe working with the new Wyatt family that forms at some point, something along those lines. But from what I understand, I think he's still in contract negotiations, potentially anyways, with AEW, so we'll see what happens there. Cracking Skulls, DJ Snowbeast is in the house. Is that the beautiful bastard named Archer I hear? It is. It is my serenading voice. The host with the most is on the air. Froggy Moth Legs, what's going on, buddy? What's doing exciting? Alright, so there's still other stuff to go over in the dirt sheets. And of course, we do have that list. Again, we're going to have a look at that list at some point. I think it'll be interesting because it's, again, about everybody's favorite past WWE championship, which is the Winged title. And it's the history of that Winged title explained. And again, I haven't read the article yet. I have no idea what it entails, so it's going to be be interesting for me as well. So we are going to get it at some point. But I think, Luke, I think it's time to get the show on the go. What do you think? Get the tone setter rocking and rolling? What do you think, Luke the Gooner? Right, I think it's time to turn and burn.
I'm also thinking I have to look for your preset because you've got a couple of finishes that I'm just going to have to change in my universe, so I'm just doing that now. I'm putting moves on him that he actually was better, that he will look good doing. So.
Fantastic. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, first match of the afternoon. It is the tone setter of the afternoon, if you will. It is for the Legends Championship. B. Jackson from Team Honeybee HCW putting her championship up for grabs. It is an 8 Vixen gauntlet. We got Beth Phoenix, Stacy Keebler, Julia Jackson, Tia Stevens, Mickey James, and Lita all looking for the right to fight B. Jackson and see if she can't be dethroned of that Legends Championship she holds very firmly in her grasp. However, there is no guarantee B. Jackson will be the last person standing, or entering for that matter, when that title is put up for grabs. She could very well be dethroned before the end of the match, and we would be guaranteed at that point a brand new Legends Champion. Who that will be, I don't know. Maybe B. Jackson retains. She is a formidable superstar and a formidable champion, so they all have their hands full when they step into the ring with the Legends Champion. But if you were forced to make a bet right now, Luke, who do you think? I'm going to guess you're going to say Mickey James, but who do you think walks?
James, of course.
How do they? I didn't even get the question out my mouth. There's Mickey James. Mickey James is going to win. But what about everybody else? What do you guys think? Thoughts on Rudy Brody being Ghastly? Well, I mean, if he's related to Luther Brody, that is one Ghastly family, I gotta tell you. But he is definitely Ghastly. But Luther was already Ghastly. Luke, what is going on with your microphone, my dude?
I don't fucking know what's going on.
I can hear it going in and out or something. I don't know. Did you get a loose connection, perhaps?
Is it alright now?
Oh, there we go. I can hear you much clearer now.
God, man.
Did it pop out or something? Is that what happened?
I don't know what's going on.
Alright. And you don't sound as muffled. I can actually hear you very clearly. So this is good. Luke, buy a new mic, you twat. That's what DJ said. Alright, but here we go. Tone setter of the afternoon for the Legends Championship. 8 Vixen Gauntlet. Let's turn and burn.
I've been through so many different mics, though. It's fucking stupid.
You've been through so many different mics? Well, mics are stupid.
Yeah.
You pay a bunch of money for them and they break.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it's...
Yeah.
They're not built to last, that's for damn sure. But what is anymore? Is there anything built to last? I don't know. I don't think so.
Oh, it's all fucking fun.
It's just things are made more cheaply these days for various reasons, but unfortunately we suffer the consequences. I mean, they charge $70 and $80 for mics that are made worse than $20 mics. You know what I mean? It's just
fucking stupid.
Yeah.
Fucking daft, that.
All right, here we go. Who's coming out first? It is China hitting the ring first. All right, so now that we know China is our first participant in this gauntlet, who do you guys think comes out next? Who's going to be the second contender to face China? Yo, Chronic, what's going on? I see you in there. It's doing exciting, my friend.
Is this the gauntlet where they're all against each other, or is it all against one person?
No, it is not all against one person. It is a traditional gauntlet.
Okay, me not paying attention again.
But anyways, who do you guys think is going to come out to face China? Who's going to be number 2? Watch it be Mickie James. Get the unlucky number 2 spot.
Fuck off.
I'm not saying she's gonna, I'm just saying watch it be. Here we go. Who's it gonna be? Oh, it is Tia Stevens. The Anomaly.
I swear, that was Mickie James. That was fucking funny.
I mean, to be fair, I actually thought it was gonna be. I really did.
Yeah.
The Anomaly, Tia Stevens, member of the Wolfpack Gals. The Junior Women's World Champion she is. You know what? This should be a great battle. I gotta tell you. China versus Tia. This is almost main event worthy, this matchup. Especially if there's a title on the line, which there is not. Well, there is, but not China's, not Tia's. Well, China doesn't have one. She has a cannon. Cannon versus belt. There we go. There's a matchup. Cannon on a pole? I don't know. DJ said, I'm guessing Mickey, Lita, or Beth. Well, you were wrong on all accounts. It was Tia Stevens. Chronic says, just waking up. Long night. Massive hangover. Nice. Hangovers are a beautiful thing.
What have you been doing, Chronic, man? Fuck it out.
Froggy says, cannon on a pole. I mean, I thought it was a good idea. First to climb the pole, grab the cannon, and shoot their opponent wins. Probably wouldn't fly on network TV, though. I'm just, probably not. Maybe? I'm thinking no. I'm thinking no is the answer there. Cannon in a basket. How about cannon in a casket? Cannon in a casket. Unless that's supposed to say casket and you put basket by accident. In which case we're on the same wavelength. All right, here we go. Tia versus China. All right, I do have to step away from the microphone for a minute, Luke. So,
yeah.
Enjoy the show. Don't forget to talk to the masses. Do not leave them bored. Tell them a story. Tell them your favorite Mickie James moment. I don't care, but I'll be right back. I do have to go see the wife for a moment. BRB.
Stamina will be put to a test here as we kick off this match. Opponents are lined up in the back, just waiting for the first. This is going to be a really every
Archie has about 6 million different finishes on his guide. I'm just going through his moveset because you can't have finishes as regular moves in LCW. I swear to God, Archie has about 10 million moves finishes. Well, not 10 million, but you get the hint. You have the crossroads. I had to take the crossroads off. I had to take the boogie slam off. I had to take fucking some other shit off. Yeah, making me work, man. Making me work. Those are the rules, and you can't have finishes as regular moves in LCW. Well, the obvious ones anyway. Fucking Stone Cold Stunner on the crossroads.
China creates an opening with the counter. The element of the unknown is always present in a gun.
Should be alright, to be honest.
To be ready for anything. If you make it to the next match, you're
Can't have a big rampage.
until you're standing up. And you cannot prepare. You cannot formulate a game plan. Oh, what a kick. Oh, man, right to the arm. Hyperextend your elbow. All mad strength from China. And now thrown back into the ring. Will this be enough? And the champ only gets a count of one. Impressive to not even allow a count at this juncture. And look at this now. The submission hold. The cross-face chicken wing. She's in a trap. Somebody's pain. Is she going to tap out? Look at this. She releases the hold. That's a little surprising. No. You guys can't regret it. We're turning up the band.
All right, I have returned. Sorry about that. Wifey stopped by. She got a new hairdo. She wanted to stop by and show it off. She looks beautiful as ever. And then she handed me a beer, so I was like, okay. Have a beer in a few minutes. Anyways, I don't hear Luke, so I'm assuming you guys were left hung out to dry by Luke the Gunner 94. No amusing anecdotes were told. No stories.
Nah, but you fucking don't know.
How dare you, Luke, bore our audience, our community, our family, if you will. It is disgusting.
You're an asshole.
Your attentiveness needs to be worked on. Your bedside manners are subpar, sir. All right, let's see here. So I don't know what exactly is going on. I really haven't kept up too much over the weekend, but I keep seeing the article pop up about tonight's WWE Raw looks to be historic. Not really sure what they're going on about there, so I'm going to have a look. So this is WrestlingNews.co, Andrew Ravens. It says, fans are in for a legendary night when tuning into WWE Raw. So tonight's episode of WWE Raw from Hartford, Connecticut at the XL Center will be a noteworthy addition for a few reasons. First, it will serve as the followed edition of Raw, those copying bastards. How dare they? We should sue, Jack. Luke, you too, we should sue them. How dare they have a followed edition on the same day as our followed edition? It is ghastly. Anyways. Followed edition of Raw from last Saturday's Backlash France. Premium live event that was headlined by Cody Rhodes, retaining the undisputed WWE title over AJ Styles in the main event. It also saw the continuation in the tease of babyface Damian Priest as he retained the world title with unwanted help from the Judgment Day over GOC. Now here's the thing. I don't know if I'm going to continue the article, but I don't know if anybody else agrees with me, but does anybody else want to see a babyface Damian Priest? Honestly. I just feel like he's meant to be a heel, that guy. I say let him loose. You know? Make I don't know, Finn Balor a babyface. At least he's been a babyface. Well, so is Damian Priest, kind of, but not really. It's not like he was over as a babyface, you know what I mean? Backlash was good. And Variance and Strife, welcome in. What's going on, Mr. Villainy? Oni Shinobi, I see you too. What's new and exciting, my friend? How you guys doing? Welcome into our followed edition of Mid-Card Mayhem.
Maybe the mic is one of the wires.
It's a possibility. Every once in a while it sounds like you got a mute button going on and off, or I don't know.
Is it doing it now or not?
No, it's just every once in a while.
Oh, it's being fine, that's it.
No, it did it once after that, but not since. DG says, Luke is a horrible storyteller.
Why is that, DJ? You fucking clown.
So the question of the show, Cena, nobody's answering. What is your favorite wrestling moment of all time? Doesn't matter what event, who it was involving. What is your favorite wrestling moment of all time? I can buy Damian Priest as still kind of heel, anti-hero, but not full-on face. Yeah, I can see that. Oh, shit, I'm not even... Julia Jackson's in there? And she just took out Tia Stevens. When the fuck did that happen? Was I gone that long? I guess. How the hell fast did Tia Stevens beat up China? Hey, whoa! B. Jackson... I'm not even paying attention to what the hell Luke just said, but B. Jackson's got... I forgot Julie was in this. Here comes Mickie James. She's in right now.
Oh, right now, okay.
You know?
This is fucking weird, because this is one of my matches at LCW.
But Julia Jackson in this for the right to fight. I mean, she hasn't faced B. Jackson in a while.
Oh, no,
it's been a hot minute.
Fucking Julia Jackson get mixed up.
Alexis James?
I'm even getting mixed up with your matches. I don't even know what's happening at LCW.
You don't.
Okay, now this is...
I'm brainwashing you slowly. Froggy says, yeah, we enjoyed Backlash pretty well. Savage and not inaccurate. Oh. Hick Joker, what's going on? Welcome in. Priest has the personality of a broomstick, though. Yeah, but I mean, that's much better suited for a heel, isn't it? It's not very much having a baby face that has next to no personality and isn't all that great on the microphone. I would almost say he would even... I think he should have a manager still. Damian Priest. I don't think on his own he's... You know what I mean? I just don't think he does... Especially as a babyface, I don't think he does much on his own. He needs somebody to hype him. He needs like a Paul Heyman.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. But anyways...
He had Paul Heyman, but then it would be good that...
Well, I'm not saying Paul Heyman. I'm just saying he needs a Paul Heyman. He needs somebody.
He's like a mouthpiece. He's not exactly brilliant on the mic, because he's alright. He's not really like... He's not great.
I mean, he's worked hard. He's worked hard, especially as part of the Judgment Day. And he does deserve the spot he's in, but I just...
I think he should be the leader of that, maybe.
I don't know, but I do hope, because Clash at the Castle is coming again, right? I think it's in June, is it not?
Yeah, it's in the UK.
Yeah, so Clash of the Castle... God damn it, Drew McIntyre should be winning the world title this year at Clash of the Castle. You know? There's no long-term storyline standing in the way now.
You can't have Cody Rhodes losing the belt.
Well, it's not Cody Rhodes. It'd be Damian Priest.
Yeah, but...
Well, Cody Rhodes...
Why would he lose at Mania just to win the belt? Again.
Well, why not? That's called a transitional champion. And he still holds the title for a few months.
Well, Priest should probably get along with him.
No, he shouldn't. Priest isn't interesting enough to have a good run. When you've got Drew McIntyre that just re-signed a contract who is far better. You got Clash of the Castle coming up, which is a huge event. Last year, he went to Clash of the Castle and lost to Roman Reigns. So this year, they need to have Drew McIntyre win the belt. Not really, because most people cash in unsuccessfully. He cashed in successfully and still held the belt for a while before losing in June. So not really.
What? Price is great.
No, he's not. He's not better than Drew McIntyre.
No, he's not. You're right.
Exactly.
But he's still. Price is good.
He's good enough to be a transitional champion.
No, he's good for that belt.
Well, I'll tell you right now. Because of what happened last year, and I would also like to see it happen anyways, I almost guarantee Drew McIntyre walks out of Clash at the Castle with at least a championship, whether that's the United States Championship, Intercontinental Championship, or Damian Priest World Championship. I think he leaves Clash of the Castle with a title this year because, man, I thought people were going to die at last year's Clash of the Castle when he lost. Oh my God. Because that was a passionate UK crowd. And they were all behind Drew McIntyre. They wanted him winning that title.
Yeah,
oh my God.
Right.
Oh yeah. I thought somebody was going to die. Riot or something. I don't know. Man, when Roman Reigns won, he didn't exactly stick around long after that either. See how fast the Bloodline got the fuck out? They did not stick around.
It's like that with football matches, to be honest. Like,
they did not stick around.
You want to get the fuck out there, man. That fucking, like...
That's crazy. So, back to that article. Raw will also feature the Build to the King and Queen of the Ring tournaments, which will have their finals held at the themed PLE later this month. WWE has announced several first-round matches for the tournaments for tonight's Raw. These bouts include the following. For the WWE Queen of the Ring first-round match, Zoe Stark versus Ivy Nile. WWE Queen of the Ring first-round match, Shayna Baszler versus Zelina Vega. Another Queen of the Ring first-round matchup is Lyra Valkyria versus Asuka. Another one is Io Sky versus Natalya. Now moving on to the King of the Ring. Don't worry, we'll talk about that in a moment, Luke. First round, Drew McIntyre versus Finn Balor. Well, there's going to be a loss for the Judgment Day. No way Drew's losing to Balor. But anyways. Kingston. Kofi Kingston versus Rey Mysterio. We've got Ricochet versus Ilya Dragunov. And we've got Gunther versus Sheamus. And that is going to be a banger of a match right there alone. So I like the men's. I'm not so sure I'm impressed by the women's first round qualifiers. I don't know. Luke, I know, has something to say. So we're going to let him say what he has to say about the first round matchups in the women's Queen of the Ring tournament.
I'll read them out again, the first round matches for the women.
Now the women's, yeah, okay, so we got Zoe Stark versus Ivy Nile. That's not terrible. That's not terrible. But then you got Shayna Baszler versus Zelina Vega.
Yeah, I'm not interested in that either.
Lyra Valkyria versus Asuka. Io Sky versus Natalya.
Well, there we go. We can be going up a bit. Yeah.
So there's a win for Io, a win for Asuka. I'm up in the air on Shayna Baszler versus Zelina Vega. I'd almost have to go with Vega on that one. And Stark will win. And Zoe Stark will win. Then we're going to have Drew McIntyre, I think, beats Finn Balor. Rey Mysterio beats Kofi Kingston. Ricochet, is he not the new Speed champion?
I think the Speed idea is just kind of, I don't really like the sound of that move.
I haven't watched it yet, so I'll have to watch and see what happens and how it works before I determine that.
But have matches 3 minutes long,
But Ricochet's the Speed champion right now, is he not? But either way, Ilya Dragunov, he deserves a push. I'd actually like to see Dragunov win this, but I don't know. I think Ricochet might. And Gunther will beat Sheamus. I could actually see Gunther winning the King of the Ring, I'll be honest, guys.
I can. Think Gunther, yeah.
They're grooming him for a world title, and he deserves it. That guy was awesome. 666 days as Intercontinental Champion, blew the record out of the water, and was a fighting champion, and keeps getting better and better all the time. That guy's a big, strong man that can actually wrestle. It's awesome.
He did his own thing as well.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah. But yeah, I could see Gunther. I know. I was watching, but we were kind of talking about everything else, so I didn't want to say anything. I didn't want to jinx Mickey. I was keeping a very tight-lipped on it. But as expected, what a way to set the tone. What a fantastic match so far. Cut the cords! DJ, cut your cords, Luke. I didn't even see that till now. Cut the cords means you can communicate. You can only communicate in the chat room for the next 15 minutes. All right, so Luke the Gooner, if anybody wants to talk to him, you got to chat to him in the chat room because DJ has cut his cords. He is Gonski for 15 minutes. So at 5 p.m. Eastern, which is what, 10 p.m. in the UK, you can then talk to the Gooner. Until then, it is just my serenading voice delivering you the very best in the dirt sheets of wrestling news and rumors. And of course, we have a fire matchup going on. Fire matchup. I was shocked how fast China lost, and then Mickey takes out Julia Jackson. Wow. No B Jackson so far, so far so good for the champion. It would have been unfortunate if B Jackson had drew the first or second spot, you know what I mean? It would have been a little bit ghastly if you're B Jackson. DJ says it was a tough choice, but not really. Wow. Lita has also been eliminated. What in the holy hell? Mickey James is on fire. Mickey James, ladies and gentlemen, is on fire right now. Luke the Gooner has got to be extremely satisfied with her performance and the people she has taken out of this matchup. I believe, while the winner of this matchup here between Beth, I've been paying full attention, I'm pretty sure though, that the winner of Beth and Mickey is going to end up facing B Jackson because she hasn't come out yet. So the champion is yet to come. The champion is yet to come. Jack says, I thought that was Caitlyn. No, it is Mickey James. Mickey James came over from HCW, which is, of course, the all-women's fed ran by Honeybee HCW. And re-inked a contract, is also forming a tag team with her protege, Alexis Laree, now known as Alexis James. Hardcore Country is going to be making their resurgence in the women's tag team division in a very short amount of time. But yeah, no, not Caitlyn, that is Mickey James. Mickey James is on fire. If she can take out... Now, to be fair, I mean, she's got to be getting fatigued. And it's not like she's had a walk in the park. And she has to face B Jackson, one of the most formidable superstars and champions that TWA has ever seen in the women's division. Chronic Go says, Kola Payne says, Ricochet picked a fight with a man twice his size at that house show. He doesn't realize the mistakes he's made. Yeah, Ricochet's kind of dumb at times, isn't he? Yeah. I got to agree with that. He's kind of dumb at times. But Koloff Payne, nonetheless, very impressive in his debut. As was Zach Payne. Zach Payne's career is also on fire right now. He is currently the reigning, defending TAW Junior World Champion. Matter of fact, Zach Payne is in the co-main event of tonight's followed edition of Midcard Mayhem. He'll be facing Joe Lincoln for the TAW World Championship. The World Championships don't normally make an appearance on Midcard Mayhem, but this is a very special show. It is our followed edition from Midcard Mania, which was our very first stream preview that was dedicated entirely to the superstars and champions of the midcard scene. Fantastic show, too, by the way. Again, if you haven't already seen it, make sure you go catch the VOD. It was an awesome show. I'm glad I revamped with whole new attitude and became a monster no one wants. DJ Snow, yeah. Disappeared for a couple days, came back. New look, bit of an attitude, too. Chip on his shoulder, if you will. His rivalry with LA Knight has been epic. DJ so far has kind of come out on the losing end of that. It was back and forth for a while, but LA Knight bested him in their double championship matchup at Midcard Mania. So LA Knight, currently the reigning defending Midcard Mayhem champion and TAW Pure Wrestling champion after beating DJ Snow. But DJ Snow looking for vengeance. going to be interesting. That rivalry has been awesome.
She's getting here, guys. Yeah, she's rough shot. She's finishing things right now.
B. Jackson, the Legends champion, is all over Mickie James. I think Mickie James is fooked. I think she is buggered. I think the champion is going to take her out almost as fast as she walked into that ring, because Mickie James has been going to battle tonight, and she's got to be fatiguing. There's no way she's going to stand the test of time of this matchup with B. Jackson. B with another pinfall attempt here. Wow, another 2 count. Mickie James kicks out. But what do I know? I mean, Mickie James has already done a lot more in this gauntlet than I expected her to, considering the people that were in this gauntlet match. It's been a crazy, crazy match. Oh my God, just about kicked her face right off. Good Lord. And there it is, ladies and gentlemen. That is it. That is all. No surprise here, really. I'm not going to lie. She is such a formidable superstar and champion. But ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the match, and still your Women's Legends champion from Team Honeybee HCW, also known as Queen Bee, it is B. Jackson. Going home with the gold. She is your reigning, defending, and undisputed Legends champion. Absolute fire. Congratulations to Team Honeybee. And, of course, to B. Jackson. Another successful title defense. Crazy. She's so good, isn't she? Hey, you still have 10 minutes. You're gonna make DJ very upset. Did you hear that, DJ? He snuck on here to say that it was bullshit that Mickie didn't win. I mean, I didn't redeem it. I don't give a crap. But DJ, your hard-earned Archerverse bucks used to cut the cords of one Luke the Gooner 94, and what's he do? Insubordinate. He was insubordinate on the matter. Luke, you owe us another 5 minutes, you bastard, DJ says. I think Luke forgot how to type. You know, instead of coming on to the broadcast booth, he could have just sent you guys all a message via chat room. Remember, The Rock used to deliver promos via satellite. Luke the Gooner can do messages via chat room. But anyways. But again, congratulations to Team Honeybee HCW, and of course also Queen Bee, depending on how you know her, on Discord. Well, on our Discord. In TWA, HCW, LCW. She's part of many great wrestling promotions. But anyhow, fantastic victory for the reigning defending champion. Let's move on to matchup number 2, shall we? Shall we? It is a fatal 4-way tornado tag team matchup. And look at the villainy in this matchup. You've got the new Wyatt family. Escanor and Bray Wyatt teaming against Ricochet and Braun Strowman. They are the Occult. Contracted by Team Infinite Oni, it is Pretty Deadly. And last but not least, A-Town Down Under, Austin Theory and Grayson Waller. These guys all looking to get back into the Tag Team Championship title picture. And what better way to do so than a win over one another? Which one of these guys is going to walk out the victor? I don't know, but it's going to be a hell of a matchup. It's going to be fast-paced, hard-hitting, and a slobber knocker, if you will. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? Who's walking out the victors of this matchup? Froggy's already... He tends to bet on the Occult, he said, so he's tossing that out there, the Occult. You know what, though? Man, all these teams have been kind of on fire in the last few weeks. Pretty Deadly is on a surgence right now. They've been doing very, very well. Even got into a backstage brawl they did. I was like, what? But A-Town Down Under, the new Wyatt family, the Occult, and Pretty Deadly. That is the next match of the afternoon. Again, it is Fatal 4-Way Tornado Tag Team action. Let's see which one of these guys wants to get back into that title picture the most, shall we? Let's turn and burn. All right. Anyway. So, we were talking about Raw being historic, and that was all about, I guess, the first round matchups that are going to be on tonight's Raw, and who knows what else is going to happen. They're obviously not giving us all the details here, but why would they do that? Nice little teaser and a reason to tune in. But yeah, so tonight's WWE Raw looks to be historic, is what is being said about tonight's edition of the show. So I guess we'll have to wait and find out what's going on there. So here's something interesting. I was actually checking this out earlier. We all know that recently Ric Flair had another last match, right? And I'm not sure which of the last matches they're talking about. We'll have to look at the article, but so apparently Ric Flair actually had a heart attack in his last match. I did not know that. I don't remember reading about that, so that's interesting. So anyways, this is WrestleZone.com. It was published by Amish Woodward. So Ric Flair feigned having a heart attack in his last match. As it turns out, he actually did have one and found out months later. The Nature Boy retired from wrestling for the first time at WrestleMania 24. He lost to Shawn Michaels at the event to end his career, but went on to wrestle for a number of years in TNA, as well as select independent shows. His career seemed to be over in 2022 when 6,800 bought tickets to see a 73-year-old Ric Flair wrestle one last time. He teamed with his son-in-law Andrade to take on Jeff Jarrett and Jay Lethal. The match wasn't great, and Flair was clearly in no shape at his age to be wrestling. Ric Flair appeared on the Jackson podcast and revealed that he had a legitimate heart attack during his last match. He didn't realize it until well after the match, until he got a checkup due to his pacemaker. He said, yeah, and this is a quote, "Yeah, I trained for my last match. I got in the best shape ever since I was 20 years old, and then I had a heart attack during the match." I had a heart attack during the match, Flair said. A lot of people didn't know. I didn't know myself until about 6 months ago, because I went and I got to go to the heart doctor like every 6 months because I've got the pacemaker, right? And they put that on me when I was real sick, not because I had a problem with my heart, but because they couldn't get over the fact that my heart rate was so slow. But it was all from all of those long, hour-long matches and all that cardio. So Ric Flair only knew he had a heart attack because he passed out in his last match. So Ric Flair continued. He revealed that after 2 days of tests, the doctors noticed that he had a heart attack at some point. Flair claims they asked him if he's passed out in the past, and because the only time he was during his last match in the summer of 2022, that must have been when he suffered the heart attack. So it's 2 days of 3 hours of testing, and this is 6 months ago. The guy takes me in, and if you look at your heart like a round pie, there's a piece of my heart right there that this big is black. It's gone, the guy said. You've had a heart attack in the last 2 years. I said, I've never hurt. He said, have you passed out in the last 2 years? And during my last match, I passed out 3 times, and I thought it was because I was dehydrated. So I went into the locker room. I was with Kid Rock and Taker. I just drank 2 bottles of Gatorade and went back out to Kid Rock's place all night long. But I had a heart attack. It didn't hurt. No one. I felt great. That's my problem. I'm sure I'm just gonna fall off a chair one day. They're gonna say, there he is. Get that little son of a bitch up out of here. So at least he's, he finds amusement in the situation. But that's kind of scary when you think about it. He's having wrestling matches at an age he shouldn't be, first and foremost. And second of all, he's having heart attacks during said matches, so that's kind of crazy. Yo, RJ, what's going on? I see you in there. What's new and exciting, RJ? Saint Chopper invading the compound with 8 villains. What's going on, guys? Welcome in. Appreciate you stopping by. What's new and exciting? Welcome into our followed edition of Mid-Card Mayhem. This is a show dedicated to our mid-card scene. We just had our first ever stream preview dedicated entirely to the mid-card champions and superstars. It was the first time we've ever done it. It was a fantastic show. Today's a followed edition, so it's a bit of a special show. So tonight we're going to have guest appearances by our world champions. And of course we have a broadcast booth tonight. Usually on Mid-Card Mayhem it is chatting and conversations via chat room only, because it is our mid-card show, and we only have the broadcast booth open for TAW, which is Twitch All-Star Wrestling and or Wrestle Wars Genesis. But it's a great show. We're already off to a fantastic start. I mean, we had a fantastic 8 Vixen Gauntlet matchup. We ended up having our Legends champion, B. Jackson, defend and retain. Fantastic matchup. Of course, she was the last participant in the Gauntlet, so that did help. but she absolutely destroyed Mickie James in that Legends Championship contest. Mind you, Mickie... I mean, she did. She got beat up by BJ. But to be fair...
That kick she did, right, to beat me, happened at LCW Bound for Glory. The exact same fucking way to beat Mickie James for the title.
RJ says, did you see my redemption? No, let me check. Redeem mid-card match.
I'm not having that.
You don't know what that is, but you redeemed it anyways? So that means you can put your wrestler in a mid-card matchup of your choosing. Non-title. That's what that is. Which would either happen on an episode of Mid-Card Mayhem or in a house show matchup, which happened throughout the week periodically. But yeah. So that's what that is. So yes, now I've seen it. If you have me, put me in with Snowman. You want to fight with Snowman? What do you mean if you didn't see RJ's first match? RJ's already been in action. You got to go to the house show matchup section of the Discord and or jump over to YouTube and check that out. Yeah, RJ's already debuted. But I mean, I'm sure DJ Snow, I mean, I don't know if he would do it in a house show matchup, but you might convince him to have a matchup at the next Mid-Card Mayhem. Perhaps. Of course, DJ's looking to get back into the championship picture, so I don't... Some superstars like to help out the rising stars. Others are still focused on their own careers. But who knows? DJ was a fighting champion when he was a champion. And he's always been looking for a good fight, so who knows? Lord Theory, what's going on?
Can I just in?
Yeah, you can. You can if you would like.
See the way B. Jackson just beat Mickie James? Yeah.
I mean, we all saw that, yeah.
Yeah. That was the exact same ending that happened on 23, how B. Jackson defeated Mickie James at Bound for LCW.
Luke the Gooner always living in the past. Here we are. We've got a great audience in the chat room right now, watching the show. We've got a fire card. 8 Vixen Gauntlet. Now we're on to a fatal 4-way tornado tag team matchup between 4 teams that have been kicking ass in the last few weeks and looking to get back into the title picture, and we're focused on the past because Mickie James lost a match. Holy hell. You know, I don't care, he says. Lord Theory, you're making dinner for the fam. What are you making? What are you making? What's for dinner? Just ramen? Are you having anything with it? Like, do you have something else to go with your ramen? Maybe some meat or some vegetables or some fruit, who knows? No, not today because I'm lazy, fair enough. RJ says, I'm at work, I was just popping in to say hello, I'll check the match out. Fantastic, yeah, it's on YouTube, but you can also find it if you go to the house show matchup section of the Discord. It's on there too, you'll just have to scroll through. I mean, either way, you'll have to scroll through. There's been a lot going on. The backstage area has been absolutely fire late. I don't know what's going on in TWA and TAW, and Mid-Card Mayhem for that matter. But there's been a lot of trash going on backstage. Trash talking, brawling. It's been crazy back there. There's the question of the show again. What's your favorite wrestling moment of all time, if you have one? I like ramen. Usually I have it with vegetables or something. Vegetables, maybe a side of meat of some sort. But yeah, I like ramen. Alright, just jumping through the chat here, see if I missed anything else. But anyway, yeah, RJ, you can definitely get a mid-card matchup. And whether that's with DJ Snow or somebody else. DJ Snow is lurking around. I don't know if he's paying full attention. But we can always ask him what he thinks about RJ versus DJ Snow. We shall see. Prepping for later. How is you? I'm fantastic. Actually got to see the WrestleMania between Savage and Steamboat. Nice. Well, see, I will agree with you about that being probably the greatest WrestleMania moment of all time, in my opinion. We were just talking about that. I said, in my opinion, to this very day, that is the best WrestleMania matchup of all time. The build-up, the body of work in the ring, the matches prior to that WrestleMania, the story of you know, Steamboat's throat getting injured, and so much happened during that rivalry leading up to Mania. Glenola sneaking in with a tier 1 sub. That's 23 months in a row. Well, sorry, he's subscriber for 23 months. He's on an 8-month streak. Appreciate that, Glenola. Thank you very much. Can we get a shout out for Glenola, please? Jack or any other Froggy, one of the mods, and oh, you already did. Okay, could we get a special shout out too, just in case nobody's following him? That way they can just click that little heart and follow Glenola, if they would so kindly do. I got to do my cards for Tuesday and Thursday soon. Yeah, I mean, that's always the thing, setting up that next card, right? That's always the thing. There's always something to do when you've got wrestling promotions. It's craziness, but fun. Crazy but fun. But Glenola, what are you doing? Are you off today, or are you at work? Are you on your lunch break right now, or a break? Popping in? Hell, I almost forgot my wife gave me a beer. I should crack that puppy. It's my favorite beer, too. I do love a good Budweiser. It is Canadian Budweiser, though, I will add. It is not American Budweiser. It is licensed by Anheuser-Busch, but Labatt's Breweries makes it over here, and I gotta be fair. You know, first of all, American beer is very light. Very light and watery. So there's that. But Budweiser here and Budweiser in the States do not taste the same. They do not. I do prefer ours. I do like some American beers, even though they're light. There are some American beers that are actually better than our version. Just Budweiser's not one of them. Budweiser's not one of them. But I love a Budweiser. So I'm cracking a Bud. And Canadian beer is made right. Yeah, well, Canadian beer is awesome, yeah. What's the difference between the Canadian and U.S. version? Well, first and foremost, more alcohol content. And the flavor has a bit more of a kick here. Like the flavor overall. It's got a bit more of a kick. But yeah. Yours still, I mean, it still tastes alright, but it's very light. Holy shit, that is it. That is all. The Fatal 4-Way Tag Team matchup. Over in the blink of an eye. That was a lot faster than I anticipated. I gotta be honest. Did anybody else see that match ending that quickly? I'm pretty sure all the entrances took longer than the matchup. And it is the new Wyatt family marching right on forward towards those championship belts. They're looking to get back into the title picture. And that's a great way to do it. Just took out 3 great teams. And another big victory for Escanor and Bray Wyatt. And, of course, the rest of the new Wyatt family. So, fantastic. Chronic says, Canadian beer is good. Prefer Irish beer. Irish beer, I mean, it's not all good. But Irish beer, there's a lot of good Irish beer, though. Not all Canadian beer is good. So, there's that, right? German beer is also good. There's some really good German beers. There's a lot of good beers. I think there's some beers that are really overrated. Some kind of taste like camel piss. And I only know that because Strife told me. And he actually knows what camel piss tastes like.
I don't drink it all. So.
You don't drink it all, so you can't even...
Nah.
Yeah. Froggy says, that sounds sick. I like Bud plenty as a drinking beer, but I've always preferred imports for flavor and punch. So, I mean, I don't call it Bud. I call it Budweiser. You want to know why? Have you ever had Bud Light? Because even here, Bud Light tastes like horse piss. It is nothing the same as the taste of Budweiser. There's a reason they don't call that Budweiser Light, let me tell you. So I never confuse the two. But Budweiser, in my opinion, is one of the kings of beers for flavor. But again, ours has a bit more of a kick. It has a stronger flavor than the American version, and there's more alcohol content. But it's a very nice beer. I used to like Molson Canadian, which was a Canadian beer. I don't know what they did to that brand, but you drink it and it's like, did they add sugar to this shit? Like, am I drinking beer syrup here? I don't know. It tastes different. It's just, some beers have, you can tell they've added sugar to it, and some are salty. And I don't know. There's a lot of beers I don't like. Ban a host for one. My Archer needs a Glenola. You realize that? So Glenola, are you joining the broadcast booth? Because otherwise, you just left everybody with Luke the Gooner. He doesn't pay attention, sir. He will not talk to anybody. They'll be talking to him, and he'll just be watching the match, remembering the very last Mickie James victory, and ignore everybody. What are you doing? What are you thinking? How dare you? So I can drain the beer from his system. I haven't even drank it yet. How can I drain? I don't want to drain it yet. That's true, though, isn't it? You don't really buy beer. You kind of rent beer. You put it in your system. You know, it runs through your body for a little bit. And it says, well, it was nice seeing you. It's time to go now. I need to piss all that back out. That's why you got to keep drinking beer. You know, it's not like tequila or vodka or whiskey that give you a good high all night long. At some point, if you stop drinking beer, you pee long enough, you just sober up from peeing alone, have a coffee, you're golden. But anyway, Kraken Skulls. Yo, Kraken, what'd you think of the return of the Nightmare Damien, my friend? I gotta tell you, it's good to see Damien back in action. What I want to see, though, seeing how you're here live, and before I'm banned from the next match, so there's that too. Glenola came in, his little insubordinate self, and banned me. To be fair, I mean, Luke got his cords cut earlier. DJ Snowbeast did the same. He walked in with pure, right? DJ and Glenola just walking in with, like, straight up villainous attitudes today. Took out Luke, now they're taking me out.
British Heavyweight Championship if I wanted to.
It is ghastly. Okay, you can refund that. I will ban you another time. I mean, it's already been redeemed. It's fine. What I can do is I can drink my beer. And then I'll, as you suggested earlier, drain it from my system. Probably not immediately. But fair is fair. And I was just joking. Luke is one of our better guest hosts we've had over time. As much to the dismay of Glenola, who still says he is the co-host with the most. Luke is looking to dethrone you as co-host with the most, I think. He's up to something. But anyways, all right. Stripe says, no, Seraph says, there are only two things you can legally use our liquor for. Cleaning engines and removing paint. I mean, there's a lot of liquor like that. I wish I could drink right now, but gotta drive later. I mean, I don't have to drive. I don't have to do anything, so I'm having a beer. Mostly because my wife gave it to me. I am not on this card. Why is this? I mean, Lord Theory, you have to ink a contract to be on a card. I'm just saying. Whoop. You know, if you want to wrestle, or your team wants to have your wrestler in a matchup, you have to ink a contract. Right? You don't just walk into a company. This is not WCW. You can't just show up at the broadcast booth, hit the ring, and have your hand raised. How dare you? There we go. Thank you, Froggy. Cool is the co-host with the most. I am the traitorous, treacherous bastard. Yeah, we used to say that all the time about Glenola. You know, this is, of course, before the Glen Alien little bastard pets of Glenola showed up on the scene. They are villainous little creatures. They are not friendly. They are ghastly in nature. They're evil. And Glenola likes to spread those little bastards around. They cause issues, but they brainwash people. It is ghastly in nature. Period. Straight up. Wait, I'm not a member of the NWO featuring Kevin Nash and Scott Hall. I mean, yeah, to do that, you would have to, you know, your team would have to claim a superstar and, you know, overtake their contract. Whether that be Hollywood Hulk Hogan or X-Pac. Of course, that'd be Six-Pac in the NWO. Kraken Skull's playing poker. Terrible hand.
Yeah, it would be Six-Pac if it was NWO, though.
It is, yeah. Since you wanted to mention WCW, I actually liked WCW, you know, well, before they trashed it, you know, and had 50 billion NWO members. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. All right, here we go. Next match of the afternoon. It is tag team action. I believe it is an elimination tag team matchup. It is the Coalition being led to the ring by the one Elijah Archer. It is MJF and Braun Breaker taking on the final boss, The Rock, and the Tribal Chief Roman Reigns. Of course, the Coalition and the Bloodline have been having an ongoing rivalry, specifically The Rock, the final boss, and Elijah Archer. It's been absolutely crazy. That rivalry continues tonight, but Elijah Archer has a date with Destiny in the main event of the evening tonight. So he will not be participating in tonight's tag team matchup. It is Braun Breaker and MJF versus the Tribal Chief and the final boss. Let's turn and burn and get things rocking and rolling. Okay. By the way, what does everybody think of the feud going on? The rivalry that has been The Rock, the Final Boss, and the one Elijah Archer, as well as... I mean, it's been just so much fun to watch. From my standpoint, I was just curious what everybody else thought. But Elijah Archer and The Rock and the Coalition, the Bloodline, been a fantastic rivalry, I think. Froggy says, so you say you hate WCW, but you like WWE. Well, it was once WWF, so does that tell you strange behavior? Hey, it's supposed to be weird behavior. We do not have a strange behavior stream preview. How dare you? Do not try to change the narrative to your own liking, sir. How dare you? The Rock versus Archer is hype. Yeah, it's been a fantastic rivalry thus far. It's gone back and forth a little bit. I mean, Elijah Archer has had the upper hand as of late. Recently took that junior title off of The Rock's waist. But aside from Archer, the Coalition themselves have been doing very good in Season 5 so far. MJF and Braun Breaker seem to make a pretty good team. Personally, I think Elijah Archer's best tag team partner was JC from Team Sir Jack the Great. That guy was awesome. He was a good combination of technical skill and power. When I think of JC, he's one of those guys that remind you a combination, I think, of Scott Steiner and Mr. Perfect. If you combine those two wrestlers, you kind of got JC. But JC is still on hiatus. We haven't seen him in a couple to few months now, I think. A pair of fives. Man, nobody's doing anything with poker tonight so far. Did anybody come close to the jackpot? I don't know if anybody's played. 090. Who got that? Kraken Skulls got 090. But you got to come within 10 now, Kraken. We had too many jackpot winners. Mostly Glenola and Strife. I say many, but really... Well, I mean, that's still many, technically speaking. Yep. Or factually speaking, even. Glenola, you got a pair of aces. Got to beat 3 of a kind. 9 high. Nobody's done it so far. 686 unlucky. 801 unlucky. Looking for 180 or 069. Alright, so as soon as the bell rings, I am banned from this matchup. A la the great, traitorous, treacherous, Glenalian housing and enabling bastard, our good friend Glenola, has banned me from the matchup. So I'll be out for one match. I'm going to be a regular viewer just like y'all. Except for I already went to the concession stand, got my beer, and I'm prepared. Technically speaking, Glenola did me a favor. So you guys will have, of course, Kraken picks up on the 6-9. See, I told you, we always talk about Kraken, right? Because when people bring up certain conversations like porn, like vibrators, you know, like sexual positions during intercourse, that is right up Kraken Skull's alley. The guy's from California, and I'm pretty sure he owns a porn studio. I can't confirm. I'm almost certain, though. Craziness. But Kraken, you get him talking about that shit, you got yourself a night-long, maybe a week-long conversation on your hands. Right? But here we go. He's already talking about 6-9. See? And I knew he would see that. Kraken says, okay, I'll check it out. Okay, so Kraken, I posted the promo that we discussed. Apropos of nothing, how fucking good was that Fallout show? Alright, I've been banned from the match. The bell is rung. Enjoy the matchup. Enjoy Luke the Gooner. If you can do that. I mean, if you want to talk to Luke, guys, just bring up Mickey James or European football. You can talk about Team Arsenal. Not Will Ospreay, AJ Styles, Kenny Omega, and the Gooner. I'm talking about the football team. If you talk about those things, you'll have a conversation on your hands. So it's up to you guys. Either way, enjoy the match. I'll be back when it's over.
He's bearing elbow to the midsection. There's some power behind that punch. Face turnbuckle. Really challenging the tribal chief with that. Boom! Look at that gash on the face of Reigns. Unique offense in store here. Dragon Sleeper applied. Oh my God, from the top rope. Dragon Sleeper locked in. Reigns is facing some serious trouble. Roman's on the wrong side of this exchange. Freshman. Oh yeah, here we go. Oh, an inverted atomic drop.
I've had my mic on mute. How you guys doing?
He skirts away, living to fight another day. I'm not sure if it's resilience or stupidity that's going to delay his time to come back from removing the blood. Was definitely not thinking about finesse with that one. Was only thinking about dominance. Down he goes. As mounted with punches and not nasty stuff to finish it off. Jarring impact. Tagged into action. Roman Reigns starts to the guillotine. This is incredible counter. Ring of the Tribal Chief reeling to his feet. Stuck. And he's in it. It must have been a grueling submission. The People's Champ could use some help from the millions of fans of that time. Boom! To the back of that. Boom! Oh, look at that. Look at to the apron. Oh, my goodness. You kidding me? Goodness. Look at this heel hook. This is how you punish your opponent. And he's enjoying it. Back into the ring. His eyes are fixated. He's looking to end this. Fujiwara extends your elbow. Separates your shoulders. Agonizing situation. Big time win in this tag team match.
And I have returned. The match is over. Look at that.
Good.
Man, the Coalition have just been on fire lately, haven't they? But ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the traditional 2-on-2 tag team matchup, MJF and Braun Breaker. They are the Coalition, and another big win for the faction. That's exciting. Kraken says, wow, that was I know, I was thinking the same thing, actually, Kraken. That was a quick matchup. It really was. But earlier I said it was an elimination matchup. I don't know why I thought that. It was, in fact, a traditional 2v2 matchup. But, man, what a start to the show. But I got to tell you, the last two matches, yeah, they were quick. I mean, the new Wyatt family wasted no time at all in wasting their opponents, and the Coalition, I mean, that was quick. I did not think they would take out the Bloodline that quickly. You're talking about the final boss and the Tribal Chief here. You had Solo Sikoa trying to cause problems ringside. That was crazy. But I'm okay with it. You know, seeing how they're my team and all. I'm very okay with it. I mean, Glenn, do you feel ripped off? Do you feel like I should have been banned longer? Actually, I shouldn't have said that. Why did I say that? I shouldn't say things like that. I don't think you can ban me again anyways. I think you can only do it once a show, but there's other things there. And he is one of the most villainous members of our community next to Strife. And life is great. You know, when she's on a roll, she can be villainous herself. You know, she will AKO her own mother. So, but anyway, Glenol is laughing. It is not funny, sir. Your insubordination is not well received most of the times. How dare you? But anyways, Kraken says, Luke, I'm less than mid, so you gave me credit, I'll take it. Sorry,
he said he uttered the word. He uttered the word as he spoke about Mickey James. I'm not having that.
Oh yeah, he thinks Stacy Keibler is better than Mickey James. He told me that personally. He thinks that. He believes that. Isn't that crazy?
Whatever,
Luke says Mickey James is the greatest. Glenola says I could use one of my many free... You're not funny, Glenola. And we were literally just talking about that. Right? There's a reason.
He said Mickey James is mid. How fucking dead is that?
Mickey James is mid. Is that your opinion, Kraken? Did you say that to Luke? That's hilarious.
I don't think so, but if you think that, great.
Any day, Stacy is so super hot. Actually, you know what though? I actually don't think she's that hot. She had really long.
Stacy was nice, but Mickey James is better.
She had really long legs.
Stacy Keibler can't wrestle. Mickey James is 10 million pounds better wrestler.
She was also like stick thin.
Boom! I said it.
She was also stick thin. But I mean, a lot of people like Stacy, so what do you do?
I said it. Stacy Keibler is mid.
I mean, I think she's less than mid, so there's that. Don't tell Glenola that. He loves Stacy Keibler. He does. He would marry Stacy Keibler at the drop of a dime.
Don't get me wrong, she is nice. But
yeah.
She's not Mickey James is mid.
Now I need to ban Archer again. How dare you, Glenola? It's true, though. You love Stacy. I've never been a big Stacy fan. She was just a pair of legs in a ring.
She was never good at wrestling,
no,
really.
No, that's why I wouldn't even call her mid-card. That is a disgrace to mid-card mayhem, damn it. And look how fast she got defeated in that gauntlet match tonight, by the way. You know, Stacy came in, Stacy left. But Mickey James did amazing in that gauntlet. I gotta tell you, I think she's earned some credit for that. Yeah, she lost to B. Jackson, but who doesn't? You know what I mean? Everybody loses to B. Jackson eventually. Except for January. Actually, January has lost to B. Jackson, but she's also defeated B. I miss January. The coldest bitch on the planet.
Me and Archer both agree that Mickey James is a way better wrestler.
She's still...
Mickey James is hotter than Stacy Keibler.
So for those that don't know, January is a wrestler from Team Infinite Oni, and like she's the only person in the entire history of TWA to win 6 titles and hold them at the same time. Nope, nobody's ever done it. So she's actually kind of surpassed Rose Brewer in a sense.
She's not hot. She's not hotter though. I don't think Stacy Keibler's hotter.
No, I don't. I don't think so either. I like Mickey better. It goes
down to what you prefer, though, really, I guess. I can think of a lot better blondes than Stacy Keibler.
Yeah.
That's much hotter than Stacy Keibler.
All right, here we go. Next match of the afternoon. And this is going to be a barn burner. We got Adam Cole from the Undisputed Kingdom representing Team Honeybee HCW, taking on Brian Cage, newly signed by Team Variance of Strife. By the way, what the hell's with the gold and red eye? But anyway, and white hair. Why does Brian Cage... Anyways, I've been wondering that since his debut. I'm like, what in the fuck is going on? Like, we just saw Mr. Perfect do the same goddamn thing in Season 4, remember? Remember Mr. Perfect came back and he had white hair and he had one red eye and one gold. We got like Brian Cage.
I'm sorry, guys, but Stacy Keibler is not hotter than Mickey James. I'm not agreeing that.
Who else is? I believe the Dark Queen of Chaos has beaten B. I mean, she has, yeah. Yeah, what the hell got into... I don't know. That's what I'm talking about. I was, because Mr. Perfect in season 4, remember he came back after he lost the Legends title to Archer. He came back about maybe a month later. He had the same, he had white hair, he had a gold eye and red eye. Now we got Brian Cage comes out of nowhere, inked to a contract, and he's coming in with white hair, one gold eye, one. I don't understand what is up with that. But anyways, that's our next match of the afternoon. Though it is a triple threat elimination falls count anywhere matchup. Adam Cole, Brian Cage, and the double champion. After defeating DJ Snow at Midcard Mania, he is the TAW Pure Wrestling Champion and the Midcard Mayhem Champion. And the Mayhem Championship is on the line. That is next. What do you guys think? Who walks out Mayhem Champion? Is it going to be Brian Cage, Adam Cole, or L.A. Knight? Yeah. Of course, if you're DJ Snow, that's a big fat no. Not a yeah. But he's not happy. DJ Snow is not happy with LA Knight. Even though the rivalry has been epic, he hasn't always come out on the winning end of things with LA Knight. But, Luke says, you want to know the truth, though? I don't think anybody is hotter than Mickey James. Kraken says, Luke, my wife is hotter than her. Luke says, no. Have you ever seen Kraken's wife, though? I mean, you can't really say that. You could assume that maybe, or you know, predict that, or...
I've not seen his wife.
Yeah, no. I put my redeem in Discord. Excellent, Chronic.
I was going to say no anyway. Obviously, you are going to say your wife's the hottest woman in the world, aren't you? Come on now.
I mean, if you want to survive,
come on,
right? You probably should say something along those lines. Otherwise, I don't want any part of that. Actually, I don't even want to know it. Otherwise, we're not even going to come up with an alternate scenario there. Kraken, if you don't find your wife hotter than anybody else on the planet, we're not siding with you. We will watch her kill you, and we'll even help her hide you. But we will not side with you on that. How dare you even think for a second that we might. Kraken says, then there you go. Alright, so here we go, guys. Mayhem Championship is on the line. LA Knight's put it up for grabs. It is Brian Cage and Adam Cole looking to dethrone. It's elimination, and it is falls count anywhere. Let's rock and roll. Alright, so probably pretty soon, because there's not a whole lot of real interesting information in the dirt sheets. We'll probably get to that list. We will probably get to the list. My wife is sending me text messages. She's having a drink herself, apparently. I'm going to do something funny. I'm going to send her a video. All right.
How dare somebody say that while I'm on the broadcast booth?
Sorry, what'd they say?
How dare someone say Mr. James is made? How dare someone do that?
Kraken says...
You're gonna have to go all the way to the booth now.
Kraken says legends live on rent-free.
Fucking out.
Can't ban a legend. Need to ban your ass out of here. Yeah, that's true. Kraken's been around a long time. That is Brian Cage. Oh, good God. That's creepy as hell. That is creepy as hell. What was that about? What was that? Are you okay? I don't know. And Glenola, welcome on to the broadcast booth. What's going on, buddy? Did you hear that? Or did you just come in? I don't know what's going on.
I just got here.
I mean, Luke and I heard it. We have no idea what's going on, though. We have no idea. That was weird and creepy, though.
What's his face?
Froggy says, Glenola!
Hey, Froggy, Kraken, Luke, and everybody else.
Froggy says, I'm still...
Mouth in the chat. I'll have a piece of you when I'm done after this.
I'm still trying to get my answer. For the question of the show, I keep thinking Okada versus Omega 3 or the first finale for Lucha Underground.
You're coming here, stage bit, and you're banning me for a match. How
Yeah.
fucking dare you, honestly?
I didn't ban you for
I'm gonna
anything.
fucking
Oh!
smash you up, man.
Luke, you got banned for a match.
Fuck you, you
Compliments
fucking
of Kraken Skulls.
bastard. Fuck you cracking bastard.
Yes,
I'll see
I
you.
banned Archer.
You did. You
Banned
banned me first. Kraken banned Luke. We're on a
I'm
roll
not
with the
going
bannings.
until the bell rings, so hang on one sec. Kraken, you're a fucking asshole.
There goes my theory on the fact you can only ban once a match, though.
Fucking
Or once a show.
Say stuff about Ricky James.
Kraken says, we ban Happy here.
And then you ban me. No, you ban me from the booth. You are actually a fucking asshole. And Glenn, what the fuck are you doing here, you fucking asshole?
Well, I figured I'd stop in and say hi, but I can definitely leave.
Oh, fucking what are you stop in here? Get the fuck out of our booth. I'm the king of you, man.
Are you afraid he's going to show you up on the broadcast booth, Luke? Is that what this is really about? Tell us how you feel.
You're fucking running your mouth for cracking in the chat.
We got Dr. Phil,
I'll
and then we have
fucking face you both in the ring, man.
Dr. Archer. The doctor's in the house. Tell me how you feel. Let's talk about it.
I'll face you both
Talk
in
to
the ring
us.
right now. I'll face you both in the ring. Look at that, me versus fucking Kraken and Glenn.
So you want to? Okay, so let me get this straight.
I
Just
don't
so it's
want a
clear,
handicap match.
You're
I don't want a
okay
handicap match.
with the Gooner versus Alan Severn versus the Nightmare Damien.
Let me get a partner in the fucking chat.
No, I got a better match, Archer.
That's crazy.
He wants to do this. The Gooner versus
I'm
War
not,
and
no,
the Nightmare.
not submission match.
Not a submission match, he says. Yeah. Well, we all do know Glenola. You know what? Glenola's not the only one, though. Christian Cool. He loves his submission matches, too. It isn't just Glenn.
The Gooner and fucking, the Gooner and Will Ospreay against Kraken and fucking Glenn.
But yeah.
All right, Kraken, have a good time.
Gotta get my boys. I'll be back in 15. All right, we'll see you in 15.
And fuck you, by the way.
Go get your spawn off the bus. Or from school,
See you later,
whichever.
man. Fuck you, you Kraken bastard.
Kraken
Yo, what do you-
spawns.
Hey, Archer, don't you think that Kraken, or that Nightmare and War versus the Gooner would be a great match?
That would be a good match. What kind of match, though? Would that be a straight-up matchup?
Well, Buried Alive wouldn't be too bad, but I don't know if you can do triple threat or a one-on-two
Casket?
handicap with that.
You mean Casket?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Casket, Buried Alive, whatever.
By the way,
that'd be a fitting style.
speaking of Casket, did you watch the Bray Wyatt Archer Casket match?
I think I missed that one.
That was crazy. You gotta go back and watch that. I to this date have not seen a better Casket match. And like the two with Bray and Archer, their entrances just kind of hyped the whole match, and then the match itself was just awesome.
Though the best casket match, I'm sorry, is still Yokozuna versus The Undertaker.
The Undertaker Yoko, yeah. That was
when they when half the locker room came out.
Yeah, they did, yeah.
Yeah, The Undertaker in the casket.
Yeah. I mean, that was the only way we were getting him in there. But I miss Yokozuna, though. I mean, he was such a big man, but could he ever go? He could go in the ring, and he was very entertaining. I thought it was funny he played a Japanese guy. You know, because even in early days, I knew he wasn't from Japan, right? But he kind of looked Japanese. And he looked like a sumo wrestler, right? So he played the part well. And of course, he had Mr. Fuji as a manager at the time. So everybody bought it hook, line, and sinker.
People's eyes.
Yeah, he was infamous for that. Chronicos says, Zach Payne. Casket match is my favorite. He's laughing maniacally now. I mean, I don't know. It depends who you're in a casket match with, you know. It might not be so funny depending on who you're in there with. You know, War the Machine, The Undertaker, Kane. I mean, there's people that you just... I personally wouldn't want to be in a casket match with.
Little Joey would be nice.
Little Joey Nightmare. I was actually going to talk about that earlier. We got sidetracked. But now that the Nightmare Damien's back, how cool would it be to see the return of Little Joey Nightmare?
And he'll, of course, and Damien, who, what would be more often than seeing and Damien back in the women's division.
And after a few conversations actually, with a streamer team that's been around since the Archiverse 1.0, since the first season, their superstar will be making a re-debut, if you will, very shortly, as a singles competitor this time, though.
Wow.
His tag team partner's not returning. And I'll leave it at that. I don't want to give any spoilers.
But I heard about that, and I am interested to see what he pulls off.
But he is a legend
solo.
and a former world champion, so it'll be cool to see him back. But I'll leave it at that. It's going to be fun. Going to be interesting. It's always fun when you have the debut of a new superstar, specifically one that's been around for so long. One thing I forgot to do. Kraken's not here at the moment. He'll be back, but you see how long Kraken's been here?
That's a good question.
Yeah. That didn't work. Oh, yes, it did. No, it didn't. God damn it. I think it's follow. Oops, that's Luke the Gunner. I wasn't trying to do Luke. There we go. There we go. So Kraken Skulls has been a member of our community for 3 years, 2 months, 5 days, and 21 hours. Luke says, people talking mad shit about Mickey James. I be smashing them up in the ring. I mean, to be fair, it's probably mostly Vixens trashing Mickey James, and the Gunner can't fight those guys. But, I mean, there's Damien. There's other choices and options available.
Wow. Kraken's actually been here longer than I have.
By just a little bit, eh? By a month and 13 hours.
Not quite a month, but yeah, pretty close.
Yep. Luke's been here for quite a long time himself. Let's see here.
Luke, Stacey Keebler's much hotter than Mickey James.
So Luke the Gunner is coming up on 2 years. So he's a year, 7 months, 26 days, 21 hours. Long time. Long time. Boss Apollo. Welcome in, Boss Apollo. 2 years, 3 months, 23 days and 17 hours. Boss Apollo. Fucking love when Stream Element says that. Oh my God, look at that. LA Knight was beaten. LA Knight was beaten. DJ Snow's been trying to do it for weeks. He is out there. It is down to Adam Cole versus Brian Cage for the Mayhem Championship here. Holy crap. Just to keep everybody updated, in case you're listening to us and not watching the matchup. Crazy. I did not expect LA Knight to be the first person taken out of this match. I'll be quite honest. But the champion is out. Of course, he still has a championship. He is still the TAW Pure Wrestling Champion. He picked that championship up at Midcard Mania when he defeated DJ Snow in that double title main event. Cole with submission locked in. The power of Brian Cage, though, flipped him right off. And now he's going to town on the midsection. Uh-oh. Cole in trouble here. Oh my God. His face just smashed right off the top of the barricade and then the floor. That's crazy. That's got to do it right there. No, he kicked out. 2 count only there. Wow. I thought it was over. Did y'all see Adam Cole's face smash off the barricade? He hit the barricade and then hit the floor. That was nuts. And Cage launches a stop sign at his face. Busted him open. That's crazy. Adam Cole's in trouble here. And this is Falls Count Anywhere, don't forget. Does not have to go down in the ring. Oh, out the back door goes Cole. Look at that. Man, these guys keep going back and forth. Oh, man, Cole's going to need some reconstructive surgery on his mouth when this one's over. Barricade, floor, ring post. Brian Cage is a savage animal in there tonight. It's actually not even night. Actually, it's early evening, I suppose, depending on where you are. If you're in the UK, it's already evening, so there's that. Actually, some places on the East Coast in the United States and Canada, too, for that matter. So I guess technically it is night. Yo, Titan G's in the house. What's going on, Titan? 1 year, 8 months, 19 days, and 17 hours for Titan G. How long was Boss Apollo? 2 years, 3 months, 23 hours. There's 23 days, sorry, 17 hours. So one of his nemesis has been around for a little bit less time. Oh, shit, that's it! That is it. That is all, ladies and gentlemen. The winner of the Triple Threat Elimination Falls Count Anywhere matchup and your new Mayhem champion, representing the Undisputed Kingdom and Team Honeybee HCW, Adam Cole, taking home the gold and is your new Mayhem champion. Holy shit. Man, I mean, not that I wouldn't see Adam Cole winning a championship, but I did, first and foremost, I did not see LA Knight losing that quickly. Like, he went out fast. The champ went down fast. And I didn't expect that. Especially, I mean, who knows? He might be plagued with some injuries, fatigue, etc., because his rivalry with DJ Snow has been epic. Again, he just won the Pure Wrestling Championship from DJ Snow at Midcard Mania just last Thursday. So he was a double champion for a short spell there. But Adam Cole taking home the gold for the Undisputed Kingdom and Team Honeybee HCW. Congratulations. Holy crap. All right. Crazy. We have a new champion. And now it will be the Women's Mayhem Championship on the line. In an Elimination Royale. 6 Vixens. The only way to win, got to beat 5 of them. But I mean, look at the villainy in this matchup. You've got Becky Lynch, the man, Valhalla, Bayley, Alexis James, the protege of Mickie James, Alice Blade, and of course the reigning defending Mayhem champion. Just won the Mayhem Championship as well herself at Midcard Mania last Thursday. From Team Joe Lincoln, representing the Outlaws, it is Dangerous Amber Extreme, putting her title on the line. And that is their next matchup of the afternoon. We're just about to the championship rounds. That said, we're going to have a quick look at the dirt sheet, see if there's anything else interesting to cover. If not, we do have a very interesting list we can get to. I mean, there's other things in the dirt sheets, right? The original members of the Wyatt family revealed. You know, we've already read about the spoiler of the QR code, production glitches, etc. WWE responds to a $250 million plagiarism lawsuit. Actually, I do kind of want to check that out. I didn't know anything about that. I did not know anything about that. And then cities considered for future WrestleMania events, but it's not all that interesting. So I think we'll check out that lawsuit, plagiarism lawsuit, and then we'll have a look at that list we have. And again, the list actually is more of an article, and it's about the history of the Winged WWE Championship explained. And of course, again, that's most people's favorite championship, so I thought it'd be interesting to have a look and see what the exact history of that title is, aside from, you know, who we know have held that title, made it famous, if you will, like Bret the Hitman Hart, Shawn Michaels were probably the ones that, next to Hulk Hogan, that made that title famous. But you ask most people what championship they like the most, and most of them are going to say that Winged Eagle Championship, and for good reason. It's a fantastic title. So, okay, so that said, what do you guys think? Who's walking out Mayhem champion? Who's taking home the gold here? Glenola redeemed, Team Glenola, Johnny Joke. Fantastic. Wait a minute. You redeemed it yourself? I had to read that twice. You redeemed your own Johnny Joke. Sir Jack says Amber Extreme is winning this bad boy. AEW is also getting sued. Yeah, I'm not surprised. I mean, it was going to happen eventually. But you should tell us a little bit about that. But I'm going to have a look at that article about the $250 million plagiarism lawsuit in just a moment. But before we get to that, who do you guys think wins this? Jack says Amber Extreme is retaining her title. What do you think? You got Alice Blade in there, man. You got the protege of Mickie James, Alexis James, Bayley, Valhalla from Team Infinite Only, the man Becky Lynch. I mean, it is a full plate. It doesn't matter who you are. PFD 5,000. What's going on? PFD says the man's winning this thing. Becky Lynch is going home with the Mayhem title, is what he says. So we got two people that have an opinion. What about you guys? What do you guys think? Who's walking out Mayhem champion?
I'm just going to throw this out there. I'll go Valhalla.
You're going to go with Valhalla? You think she's the dark horse? You know what? That's interesting. Because I was thinking, at first I immediately thought, well, if Amber's going to lose this thing, considering everything that's been happening the last couple of weeks, I think it might be Alice Blade. She's on an absolute tear with the Blade Runners. But, yeah, I was thinking Valhalla. I really was. So it's interesting that we both thought that. So I think we should keep our eye on Valhalla. Again, it's a 6-Vixen Elimination Royale. So 6 people in the ring all at the same time going to battle. You got to eliminate 5 of those to take home the gold. Mayhem title is on the line. But let's get things rock and roll, and it's time to turn and burn. Becky Lynch, Valhalla, Bayley, Alexis James, Alice Blade, and the reigning defending champion, Amber Extreme. Let's rock and roll.
And welcome back.
Yes, welcome back, Luke. Just in time. Mickey's protege about to jump into the ring and look for a chance to hold that Mayhem title.
I'm sorry, Glenn, but basic Diesel is not hotter than
Oh, we're still on that? Right on. We are still on that.
It's Luke. Does he ever let anything go?
That's true, especially when it comes to Mickie James. You know? For God's sakes, don't tell him you don't think she's a good wrestler. You'll be here for a month.
Archie, don't give him fucking ideas.
Don't give them ideas.
I'll be rage quitting this booth for the fucking...
Luke is about to destroy the broadcast booth. He's not happy with the conversation.
Mickey's second run was her best run.
Oh, just fucking don't. Honestly, that's what I got. I was fucking my big flat head.
I mean, Mickey's had a few different good runs in a few different promotions. Most people will always remember her for her legendary feud with Trish Stratus, of course, but she's had other great programs with Gail Kim, so many other people.
Oh yeah, no, Mickey. I take nothing away from Mickie James.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's an amazing wrestler. Right?
Oh, she is for sure.
I just wanted to stir up Luke.
He wants to book with me. That's all it is.
Yeah.
I could go on about great to your brothers and what we do to get you started. You want me to get you started?
I mean, to be fair, at this point, kind of warranted, so it'd be fun to listen to. But
I don't really want to get into it.
Well, that and the fact that CM Punk is actually being praised these days, it might be interesting to see what Glenn has to say about that. But the ultimate,
CM Punk's one of my favorite wrestlers.
He was involved in way too much drama for a while. But after everything came out, and of course after AEW decided to release footage on the exact same thing that CM Punk had said all along, I'm thinking, wait a minute, so CM Punk actually told us what happened, and then Tony Khan thought it would be a good idea to prove that is actually what happened. I don't know. I was lost with that one.
You made him fucking look like idiots, anything.
Well, yeah, kind of. Because Punk didn't lie.
I don't watch this new shit.
You don't watch his new shit?
I don't watch this new shit when it comes to wrestling.
Oh, well, actually, wrestling's getting pretty good again as a whole. And every promotion has something to offer right now. Well, whether you're an AEW fan, TNA, ROH, New Japan Pro Wrestling, or WWE, Stardom, Glory, you name it. Everybody's got something good going on right now. And I think it's because they're not the only ones doing risque things anymore. WWE is right back on the bandwagon of risque TV programming. The PG era is officially over, and it's only going to grow from there. Yeah, that's very good. It is very good. Welcome back, Kraken Skulls.
Well,
how are the kiddos? How's Killian? What are the, you know, when they get old enough to stream, you got Kraken Skulls, you should have Kraken Spawns.
Ooh, that sounds like a good channel, don't it?
Kraken Spawns.
No, we better not.
The legendary children of the great Kraken Skulls.
Cracker may forget what that really is and think it's his OnlyFans.
Oh, good God, we don't want to talk about that. We do not want to talk about that. Honestly. We think it's fantastic that Kraken has found a hobby and that he's making money extracurricularly aside from his job, but we don't want to discuss exactly how it is that he does that. Here she comes. She is the double champion, Amber Extreme from Team Joe Link. She is the Mayhem champion. And she's the TAW Women's Pure Wrestling champion. Dangerous Amber Extreme. But anyways, yeah.
Kraken should appreciate this one. I mean, we do have a Johnny Joe Crusher.
Oh, that's right. Johnny Joe. Feel free.
Yeah. So Johnny's walking into the kitchen and he overhears his brother ask his mom, "Mommy, where do babies come from?" His mom kind of looks at it. The stork brings them. All of a sudden, Johnny just gasps and has a horrified look on his face. Just, "Oh, who fucks the stork?"
Oh my God. That's a fair question, though. You know, if babies come from the stork, I mean, A, where are they stealing these spawn from, and or who is fucking the stork? It's a very good question. That should be our question of the next show. Who is it that fucks the stork that delivers the babies worldwide? I mean, there's Santa, the Tooth Fairy, there's the Easter Bunny, and there's the Great Stork.
Well, yeah, since you mentioned them, I'll give you one more free Johnny joke.
Ooh, free Johnny. I like free. I mean, depending, because free in Canada costs money because there's tax.
Johnny's dad sits him down and his son, I think it's time we had to talk about the birds and the bees. So Johnny's eyes open real wide and he just appears to be panicking. Johnny, what's wrong, Johnny? Well, that you wanted to talk and then you tell me that there was no Santa Claus. Then another time you told me you want to talk about something and you tell me there was no Tooth Fairy. Then the last time it was the Easter Bunny. If you tell me people ain't having sex, I have nothing to live for.
Nothing to live for. I mean, you know what? That's not necessarily, well, unless it's your, you know, if you have a partner and they're also in on that shit. But, I mean, if the rest of the world isn't fucking, I got news for you. My wife and I are fucking. I don't care what y'all are doing. I do not care. I'm sorry. I'm sorry about your deprivation and the lack thereof. But, yeah. It's okay. Actually, we will not repopulate the world. We can't do that anymore. But we will pretend, and we will have a good time doing it. So, tell you like it is, fuck you.
You're fucking Canadian.
I'm fucking Canadian. You fucking Brit, shut up. But, Lion Sin says, I missed a lot of the show. Well, actually, this is only the 4th match, I think, isn't it? Or is this the 5th match? This might be the 5th match. But we will have a VOD, Lion Sin Escador. And of course, eventually it will get exported to YouTube as part of our library, the TWA library. But Lionson, if you want, we can tell you what happened because the new Wyatt family was in action earlier tonight. They were in the second matchup of the evening, actually. We could tell you, or we could leave it a surprise. No spoiler, spoiler free, if you will. And you can watch the VOD, which you should do anyways, whether we tell you or not. How dare you for even thinking you shouldn't? TW Pure Championship matchup. Al's Blade versus... Ooh, no holds barred. Anybody remember the infamous matchup between Hulk Hogan and Zeus? No holds, but there was a movie, of course, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great match. Great movie.
Yeah. I mean, they put a lot of stank behind that, and it actually worked out okay in the end. I mean, let's face it, Zeus wasn't the best wrestler in the world, but he was a huge man. He was scary and intimidating. And we had our hero, the Hulkster. You know?
Plus, you had the movie to make him out to be that major...
Exactly. That major villain. Absolutely.
You know,
yep.
They did that beautifully to connect everything.
Yes, they did indeed. They did indeed.
That's why I hold the unpopular opinion about Arquette.
David Arquette?
I honestly did not mind him winning the WCW title.
Oh, that was ghastly. Ghastly.
Because they have the movie, they it worked everything in beautifully. It was, story-wise, it was great. I'm sorry.
I thought it was epic stink, and it was one of the things that literally tanked WCW. I mean,
that's why I said I hold the unpopular opinion.
Yeah, definitely unpopular.
Who has the unpopular opinion?
All right, guy, I'm about to do some things. We'll leave alert. All right, Lord Theory, thank you very much for being here. Stay awesome. We'll see you soon, either on your channel or here. Lionson said, leave the surprise. All right, we won't tell you. We will not. You can ponder on it. Lament, if you will. Froggy says, later, my lord. Don't give him a complex. We got enough villains around here. Good God. All right. I was going to mention Arquette, ironically, as my answer to the question of the show, but I didn't want to trigger anyone. Yeah. That wasn't a pair. It wasn't a pair. Nobody's playing poker, but for some reason that popped into my head. That was not a popular moment in wrestling history. That's for sure. All that was before my time, so I don't have a dog in that fight. Well, I mean, you don't have to be part of that time to understand that David Arquette should not be world champion. You know what I'm saying? You do not. I watched the Nightmare and Kane match. That was wild. That was. Man, nobody's winning poker at all tonight. Or the jackpot. This might be like the third show, I think, with no poker winner. Archer? That's me. Does my name know where it out?
What is Frankie's goal for him back yesterday? He should not be allowed back.
He shouldn't be allowed back? Because you don't like his opinion on Stacy being sexier than Mickey James.
No. What he said to Mickey James is he's not allowed to admit that word.
Kraken says it was weird at first. It wasn't looking good before the match. 9-10. Yeah, you don't have anything either. Like, I'm gonna play. Maybe I can get a hand. Nobody else has got a good hand. Maybe it's my day. Pair of 8s. That won't do it. Jesus. I mean, I've got a small straight. I've got 5, 6, 7, 8. That's not gonna get me anywhere.
Yeah, that's unfortunately a lot of times it's hard to hear.
I'll say, Kraken, you shouldn't be allowed either because you said Mickey James was mid.
Oh, there we go. Can you hear Luke now?
Get the fuck out of me.
He definitely came through a lot clearer there. I think it's because Luke mumbles when he talks, so it's hard to decipher, right? Can we please get a translator for Luke the Gooner 94? We'd appreciate that. Thank you very much.
Fuck you son of a bitch.
What? They can't understand you sometimes. So I'd say, a translator would help in that. We don't want to talk to text though. That shit will fuck with us. All right, we don't want TTS either because that's just annoying as hell. Chronic says, I can hear Luke fine, but I also watch Doctor Who, so I'm used to the accent. Yeah, he's a British bastard.
Hey, come on, TTS is awesome. I mean, you get great
TTS.
things like Boss Apollo.
Well, you do, but then you have periods of time where normally it's something you'd worry about from a new person of the community that's not, they don't know how it works around here. They just start spamming shit in the chat, and all of a sudden the TTS is going off like it's got Tourette syndrome. Like, there, it is not fun. It is not fun. But 7, 8, 9, 10 is Glenola's. Man, we're all sucking large at poker tonight. What was my numbers for 3-2-0? I didn't even come close for the jackpot either.
I didn't come close either.
No. Season 5 has been terrible so far for jackpot and poker.
Too fair, but that's still not enough.
I am Ricochet. I am high-flying, fast-paced, and I am a speed champion. Which sounds funny. I am Braun Strowman's partner in the occult. I have a lot going on. Froggy says, the one and only. No, that's Elijah Archer. How dare you? Oh, look at that. Chronic. Today, Chronic is Elijah Archer. Speaking of the one, Chronic is the one.
I'm sorry, Chronic.
How dare you, sir?
You're the king of the choke.
King of the choke. Actually, Season 5 has been fantastic so far for both the Coalition and Archer, but Season 4 wasn't so kind, except for the Legends run.
I just have to wait the Dynamite.
Yo, Becky Lynch just got eliminated, I think. Pretty sure. Or was it Alice Blade? No, Alice is still in it to win it, I think. Yep, she is. Okay, so it was in fact the man Becky Lynch. So we are down to 4 competitors here. We got the reigning defending champion Amber Extreme. We've got Alice Blade. We got Alexis James. And who's on the floor there?
Come on, Alexis, you got me.
Was the champion just eliminated? Yo, Amber Extreme is out of there. Valhalla is the one on the... So it is down to Alexis James, Alice Blade, and Valhalla for the Mayhem Championship. We are guaranteed a brand new champion. That's crazy. Can you imagine if Valhalla wins? Man, Infinite Oni will be absolutely beside himself. But Alice Blade is still in this, though. Oh, nice clothesline by Valhalla. Here comes Alexis James on the prowl.
Sorry, Froggy, but Moxley has always sucked.
What has?
Moxley.
Oh, Moxley. I mean, I've never been a huge Moxley/Ambrose fan either. Oh, Valhalla's been eliminated down to Alice Blade and Alexis James, ladies and gentlemen, for the Mayhem Championship. Holy shit. Luke, this could be Alexis' big day. She's never won. She was a junior champion, was she not? Well, she could become the Mayhem champion here today. This evening, tonight, depending on where you are.
Now, just remember, you can't blame anyone else if you fall in your driveway. It's your own asphalt.
If we do what?
You can't blame anyone else if you fall in your driveway.
If I fall in my driveway?
It's
that's true. That is true. Man, this is interesting. Alexis James versus Alice Blade. Team Sir Jack the Great versus Team Luke the Gooner 94. One of these two are walking out the brand new Mayhem champion. Oh, Alexis James wielding a shovel like a lightsaber. Actually, it's more like a battle axe, not a lightsaber. I don't know why I said lightsaber. There is no graceful wielding here. It is a blatant attack with a shovel on Alice Blade. Although, to be fair, if you want to beat up Alice Blade, that's probably a pretty good way to do it, with a fucking shovel. Oh my god, she took that one right in the face. Alexis, oh my god, Alexis is a savage with this thing. Alice Blade cannot get anything going. She cannot get the upper hand at all. She's just taking a beating, wail after wail, from that shovel. Oh, kicked her right in the face. And that's it. Holy shit. Ladies and gentlemen, that is it. That is all. The winner of the 6 Vixen Elimination Royale and your new Mayhem champion from Team Luke the Gooner 94, Alexis James, going home with the gold. She's your new Mayhem champion. Congratulations, Luke. Holy crap.
Yes, good.
Wow.
That's that title.
I think that might be her first major title, yeah. I'm pretty sure she's only won a junior title And I'm trying to remember if in Season 4, if Country Dominance won tag titles or not. I know they won junior titles. But this may be her first major title, yeah. Mid-card Mayhem champion is Alexis James. Kraken says, that is awesome. Everyone is different. Imagine if everyone was the same. Life would suck. That's true. Life would be boring if everybody liked the same thing. If you're a fan or not, Mickie James is great. I don't know. It looks like Alexis James is better than Mickie. I'm just throwing that out there. It looks like Alexis might be better than Mickie. I don't know. Just, I don't know. That's what I see. All right, here we go. On to the next match of the afternoon. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the beginning of the championship round, so I'll get the betting lines open, but look at this. The undefeated 7-0 Undisputed Kingdom, Mike Bennett and Matt Tavern, being led to the ring by the brand new, by the way, Mayhem champion, Adam Cole. It is the Undisputed Kingdom versus Chase and Carter Goldman, led to the ring by Monster John. It is the Goldman brothers versus the Undisputed Kingdom. And this is the best 2 out of 3 falls for the TAW World Tag Team Championship. They are double tag team champions. They have the TWA World Tag Team Championships and the TAW World Tag Team Championships. This is for the Twitch All-Star Wrestling World Tag Team titles. What a match this is going to be. But let me get the betting line open. Give me a second. We have not got to our list yet. Our article,
Isn't that a
actually.
good question, Froggy?
All right, so who walks out World Tag Champs? To be more specific, of course, TAW World Tag Champs. Is it going to be the Undisputed Kingdom or the Zundisputed? I don't even know who the fuck they are. Zundisputed. It's a new team from New Japan Pro Wrestling. And the Undisputed Kingdom or the Goldman Brothers. $10 minutes to make your bets.
That's cool. Alexis won a belt, to be honest.
It's very cool. She did. She is the Mayhem champion. So congratulations to you and Alexis both. All right, here we go. It is the opening matchup for the championship rounds. And for those that are newer and trying to figure it out, because there's been title matches pretty much all night tonight. That happens on occasion. But championship rounds are usually the last 3 matches of any given card. And that's usually the 3 title matches you will see for any normal card, with exception, of course, to a stream preview or SPV. But here we go. TAW World Tag Team Championships are on the line. Best 2 out of 3 falls between the 2 very best tag teams right now in TAW or TWA, the Goldman Brothers and the Undisputed Kingdom. Betting lines are open. Get your bets in. Take a stand. Pick a side. Participate in the betting lines. Have some fun. Earn yourself some Archivers bucks. But here we go. It's time to turn and burn. Actually, it's not. They will be shortly. Right now, the matchup is going nowhere. Matter of fact, it's almost like we kind of froze up there. I don't know what's going on.
I don't know.
I don't know either.
Come on, let's see.
The game is playing games with us. But it does look like we might have froze up. The game is playing games with us. That's not cool. We do not like that.
Yeah, I'm not even hearing music.
No, there's no music, no nothing. We are locked up, frozen. So what I might have to do is I might have to restart the broadcast. I hate when that happens, splitting a VOD. I absolutely detest it. But at least it's at the beginning of the championship rounds. So give me a moment. Don't go anywhere.